Hi,
How
Julian.
are you? What's
I'm
going on?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, really. Now today I have been studied for a test I have in the next week.
Oh wow, what test?
It's a test about the ISO 21500. It's related to the project management. I tried to get the certificate for this
Wow.
norm. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. No.
Oh,
But
oh, good, good. So you took it and you passed.
yes.
Oh, great. Well, then congratulations. Great, great.
And
Uh,
you?
I'm good. I'm
And your
good.
work?
I have, let's see, work is changing all the time, it seems. I have now um, 5 jobs if you include verbling.
Oh my God. Do you
Uh,
have time to sleep?
Not a lot of extra time right now, but it will um, as soon as another month goes by, I'll be settled in.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but it's good. It's good. I like my jobs. I'm teaching English for the New York Public Library, um, and at a college here as well. So it's lots
Oh,
of fun.
okay, great. Sounds great.
Yeah, great. And good to see you and good to see everyone. Raphael, how are you?
Hello, Stephanie. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Good, good. Glad you're here.
You too.
And Jose, hello.
Hello, Stephanie.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Are you
Good.
living in Republic Czech now?
What's that?
Where are you living now?
I'm living in New York now.
In New York.
Yes, yes. I was living in the
Okay.
Czech Republic.
No, before you were living at Czech Republic. I
Yes, yes.
remember.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And I moved to New York around 3 months ago.
Okay.
So it's been a big change, but really fun um, and good. So glad you're here. Good to see you again. Hector, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, everyone. Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, good. Thank you.
Busy, I heard.
Yes, it's been very busy summer and fall now, but busy in a good way. So
That's really good.
yeah, yeah. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Edson, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
good and you?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Great, great. And Carolina, hello.
Hello, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Good to see you. Glad you're here. One more. Pascal, hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. And where are you from?
I'm from Haiti.
From Haiti. Cool.
Yeah,
Welcome. It's
thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
All right. And all right. So this is speaking practice. Um, the idea behind this class is for you to have an opportunity to speak similar to a speaking exam, or at least similar to the social language part of a speaking exam. So we'll have one topic, and we'll have a variety of questions around that topic. So different questions to elicit different grammar, different vocabulary. And each of you will have 1 minute to speak on that question or to answer that question. So it's kind of a fluency building class. The challenge is to speak for that entire minute. even if you can't think of something to say. So you're really building fluency with that. That's the idea behind the class. Any questions before we go to our topic? All right, so let's go to our topic. The topic is home. We have a different topic every time in this class.
Home.
And our topic tonight is home. We'll look at the first question. And maybe just for this first round, I'm going to give an example of answering it. I'm just going to try that this class to see if that kind of helps. So just a reminder for everyone, if you can mute your microphone, that improves the sound quality for everyone. And then when it is your turn, you will click the microphone and we'll hear you. All right, so here's our first question. You'll each have 1 minute, and I just use my phone timer to time that. And I will do this one just to model what your answer might sound like. And if I can't think of anything to say, I will just keep talking until the time is up. So here I go. Let's see. Where and what would be your dream home? My dream home would be somewhere in a warm place, maybe a Caribbean island or possibly somewhere in California, somewhere where it's warm all year long, somewhere with a nice beach by the ocean, because I really like to walk in the sand and get the sunshine. And the home itself would be a big home, but not too big. And it would be very clean and modern, with lots of kind of new appliances, and lots of clean colors like white or blue. And that's my timer. My time is up. All right, so when you hear that little sound, and it might be hard to hear, but that little sound is the timer. So you heard my answer. Your turn now, and we'll go just one by one. Someone new will start first each time, but Anna Carolina, would you go first for us tonight?
Thank you, Stephanie.
Great, thank you.
My pleasure. Well, my dream home would be by the ocean, in a place where it's sunny all year long as well. But since I'm going to dream, I'd like to dream bigger. I would like to have a huge mansion with at least 5 bedrooms, a huge garden with a manicured lawn, some flowers beds, a huge kitchen, a gourmet kitchen with an island made of granite countertops. I'd like to have a huge pool and a water slide from the balcony to the pool, directly to the pool. Then I would wake up and slide. And I'd like to have a huge garage for 4 cars, a barbecue area, sauna, a private gym, a private movie theater. My time is over.
Yeah, and that was it. Great. Very imaginative. I love it. I love especially the water slide from the balcony into the pool. Great. Nice job. And of course, we do have that conditional language, so we can do hypothetical, dream, imaginary situations. Very fun and pretty higher level grammar. All right, great. thank you for going first. Let's hear from Edson. So Edson, where and what would be your dream home?
My dream home would be in some place in Massachusetts because I like the area and there is um, winter and summer. And because I like, of course, I like more winter than summer, but it's good. It would be good to have just a little bit of summer. And my house would be like a mansion and many rooms. For example, 3 or 4 rooms for my books because I have a lot of books, many books, and 1 room for my instruments, musical instruments. I have many guitars and drums and on one area for barbecue because I love barbecue.
All right. Very nice. And that was 1 minute. So great job filling the minute up. Easy for you. Have you been to Massachusetts before?
Yes. I've been studying there since 7 months ago.
Wow, nice.
Almost the beginning of the year.
I have never been there, but I've heard it is very beautiful.
Yes, I love it there. There exists MIT and Harvard, two very good universities.
Yes, yeah. Top schools for sure.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Exactly.
Well, great. Very nice work. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, Hector, your turn. Where and what would your dream home be? Or where and what would be your dream home? And your mic is muted, so click the... There you go. All right, go ahead.
Okay, my dream home would be somewhere really close to the beach. I wouldn't mind if it's a flat or it's a house because if it's close to the beach and the weather is nice and warm, I like to go out. I enjoy having walks through the beach, through the sun. I also enjoy doing sports. Like I would love living with some friends there in the beach, playing volleyball, and I'm doing sports on the sea as well, like paddle surfing and this kind of sports because I really enjoy it. And it would be with some pubs, kind of like relaxing pubs, and to have drinks and beers.
All right, excellent. And that was 1 minute. All right. Great. So another person where being on the beach is very important.
Yeah.
Great. For sports reasons. Great. Fun. Thank you, Hector. Very nice. Easy to fill up a minute. So very good.
Thank you.
All right. Jose, your turn. Where and what would be your dream home?
Okay. My dream home will be a big home near to the beach. I would like that this home will be located in Republic Dominican. I would like that this dream home uh, has big rooms. I would like that this dream home have this dream home has a big gym too, a big garage, a big garden for playing outdoor activities with my children, and I would like too that this bring home was near to the beach because I enjoy doing exercise in the beach.
Great, great, and that was 1 minute. Excellent. A lot of beach lovers here tonight.
Yes.
Great, great. And Anna Carolina in the chat asks if she's the only one who wants a water slide. I think we all want it. We just didn't think of it. I want Anna Carolina actually to design my dream home. That's what I want. Interesting to hear the similarities. So this is a fun topic. And imaginary situations are always great for grammar. Let's hear from Julian. Julian, where and what would be your dream home?
My dream home will be on like other classmates in the beach. I like maybe the size. It's not important. Maybe will be located near to a sea. Maybe 1 or 2 hour driving. And I like the house must be have a cow shed for a few, maybe 2 or 3 horses, because I like to ride horse. And maybe in the afternoons do a ride for the beach with the sunrise. And maybe the house will have 1 floor, will be built in wood, and maybe I like don't have walls separating between different areas. Maybe only one space, and you enter in the house and you get the kitchen, you get.
All right, sorry. There was our timer. End of your minute. Excellent. So you want it by the ocean, but not. It doesn't have to be on the ocean. Just a drive away.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good. So you like to have it close by, but you don't need it out the front door. All right. Nice. Sounds like a cool dream house. And again, easy for you to fill up a minute. Very good, very fluent. All right, Pascal, last but not least, where and what would be your dream home?
I would like my dream home to be somewhere in the Caribbean because I like the sunshine. Sunshine. I would like also that my dream home will be in the mountain. That gives me a large sight to the city. I would like also that this mountain um, coverage by trees and all sorts of animals because I'm an agronomist. I like trees and animals. I would like also that my home looks like a castle with glasses for external walls, with 4 or 5 bedrooms, an office room, because I like silence when I have to work. My time is over.
That was it just then, yes. All right, so very nice. Yeah, it can go by quickly, can't it? Nice. It sounds like you have the best of a lot of worlds. You have the ocean in the Caribbean, but also mountains and jungle, it sounds like, and animals. Sounds like a beautiful home. Also, it's a mansion, so surrounded by all that nature. but still luxurious. All right, nice work, everyone, with round one. A minute goes by pretty quick, so this is good practice for speaking succinctly. All right, next question. This is pretty related. We have lots of questions, so I'm going to actually skip that. All right, this one. So totally different language structures you'll use. Probably present perfect here. And probably also lots of simple past. Maybe even some past perfect. All right, so you can say how many. You can describe them. If you can't think of what to say, let's say you've only lived in one place, you might want to just describe that place in great detail. Whatever you have to do to keep talking for the full minute. All right, this time, Edson, it's your turn to go first. So, how many different places have you lived?
I have lived in 3 different places. The first was in Egypt, where I learned the ancient culture. I love to learn about that culture because that area of Egypt begins the history of the world, and was great for me. Another area was in Greece, where I learned about the history of the world as well, but some specific mathematicians who lived there. The way I got the original works from them, and I studied such works. And the last place was in Brazil, where I'm living now. And I love this country because there are many beaches. And
And that's a minute. Great. So did you study history, or are you just interested in history?
I studied, and I am no, I am interested in history, about learning history, things like that.
Great, great. So you're interested in it, and you studied it.
I got a class from a teacher who knows everything about everything. It's a kind of like he bought original works from mathematicians from each different areas, different countries, and he taught me about these works, and was really really great for me.
Great, interesting. They sound like great places to live to learn about history.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right, Hector, your turn. How many places have you lived? And don't forget to click your microphone to unmute.
Hello?
Yes, there you are.
Okay, yeah, my signal is not really good.
Okay, but we can hear you.
Okay, I understand.
All right.
I've lived to 3 different countries. The first one is the country where I come from, it's Spain, and I have lived here in different cities as well. But 3 years ago, I decided to go abroad, and I went to England. So I have been living in England for 2 years, and that was great. I lived down in the south, in Bournemouth, and I had a lot of fun. It was really, really, really great experience. And after that, I went to Russia. So I also have lived in Moscow for 3 months, and I was teaching there Spanish. And yeah, that was great too. And I really enjoyed the time abroad, and I might go there again. So I don't know. I'm thinking about that. Now, actually, I'm in Spain, but I'm thinking about what should I do.
Great.
So, yeah.
Great, excellent. Yeah, teaching your language is a great way to travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Do you speak any Russian?
Just the basic stuff, like my name is, I'm fine, how are you? I don't speak Russian, so that's important. And in the metro, it's really important to say, I'm sorry as well,
Oh,
because
cool.
it's so busy. It's really busy, the metro.
Uh,
So, yeah, that's a useful word.
yeah, one you'll never forget, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Great, great. Thanks for sharing.
thank you.
All right, Jose, your turn. How many different places have you lived?
Yes, yes. I have lived only one place, in the place where I was born. I was born in Valencia. Valencia is located at the east of Spain. It is a beautiful place. Valencia has large, large beaches. You can practice around these beaches a lot of activities. You can practice tennis and other different activities. In Valencia is very famous by his food. Valencia has a lot of important restaurants. Mm, you can taste Mediterranean food, and you can visit a lot of places around the city. You can visit libraries, museums, some important amusement park, a big zoologic. I think Valencia has important monuments, all of them well preserved. I think
Great,
it's a beautiful city.
great, great, excellent.
Okay.
All right, I have never been to Valencia, but you make it sound beautiful. Certainly,
Yes.
certainly. All right, great. Thank you, Jose. And Julian, how about you? How many different places have you lived?
I have lived in two different places, all I've located here in Colombia, in the capital, in Bogota, for maybe 28 years. And I moved recently, maybe 2 years ago, for a town at the south of the Bogota, 50 kilometers outside of Bogota, to a more warm place and more quiet place to live, because the capital is in some cases chaotic. And now, when I live in Bogota, I live in 6 different houses in located in different parts of the city, in the north, in the west, and south. But I lived for 20, no, no, 16 years in one place. That was the best place that I lived, because I grew up.
Go ahead and finish your sentence there.
I grew up in this house.
All right, great, great. So, sounds like you're an expert on Bogota for sure.
Yes,
With
sure.
all of,
If you need a tour, I can help you.
yeah, there you go. Nice. Great, thank you.
Okay.
And it looks like Pascal has been kind of struggling with his connection there. Oh, yes, and Anna Carlina said so in the chat. So hopefully he can join us again. But in the meantime, Anna Carolina, your turn. How many places have you lived?
Okay, unfortunately, I haven't moved a lot in my life so far. I moved when I was living in Rio de Janeiro to a neighborhood from a neighborhood to another. I used to live in a cul-de-sac uh, that was kind of a kind of a oasis in Copacabana, a neighborhood. Then I moved to Ipanema by the beach there, and then when I was approved to become a civil servant, I came here to my town, Angra dos Reis, which is in Rio de Janeiro state, and by the ocean as well. It has 365 islands, and I cannot complain. But this town itself, time is over.
Go ahead and finish your sentence, though.
But the town itself doesn't have a lot of entertainment options. Just two malls, and all fun is on the ocean. On the ocean.
Yeah, sounds like a seaside town. Great, but it sounds like you have lived in several very famous places, or at least places I know from songs. And I just want to show everyone one word. You mentioned a cul-de-sac. I'm just going to show everyone what that looks like. That's a good vocabulary word for houses, if you ever lived on one of those. So it's spelled like this, cul-de-sac. I think it comes from French, and it's the end of, when the end of the street ends in a circle of houses.
Yes, and it used to have a playground in the middle. I learned it today, and I was dying to use it.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad. Look at that. A perfect opportunity to use it. And a really, really good vocabulary. Nice. All right. Well, that was it for that question, I believe. Oh, actually, we have, someone has just joined us. Rodrigo, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Sorry because I'm a little late today.
That's okay. This class is pretty easy to join at any time.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, so just pay attention and you'll see exactly what's expected of you. All right, so we're going on to our next question. Let me share that on the screen. Here's our next question. What's your favorite spot in your home? So to answer this question, you'll probably be using the present, simple present, maybe some present progressive, but descriptive language. So this is where you'll want your adjectives, some specific nouns. And to go first, Hector, it is your turn to go first. So what's your favorite spot in your home? And don't forget to unmute yourself.
A spot. What do you mean with the spot? Like what I like?
Good question. Yes, a spot, by this they mean place, but a specific place. So not the kitchen, the bedroom, but a specific spot. So maybe my favorite spot is in the chair by the window where I can read books in the sunlight or something. Or my favorite spot is at the kitchen table where my boyfriend makes me food.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
All right, great. Go ahead.
I think actually it depends on the moment I am. For example, if I am like if I feel like studying, my perfect spot is here, where I am right now, in the desk with my laptop, studying with the books. But if I feel like relaxing, like having a time to think and um, more things. So, for example, I like being in the balcony too. And if I feel like eating, because Spanish people like eating and cooking like good meals and spending time on it. I really enjoy cooking in the kitchen, and I'm doing like I'm preparing meals. No matter how much time I spend, I can stay for 1 hour, but I should feel like. So it depends. I
Great, great. It sounds like your favorite place is whatever mood you're in.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
great, great. Well said. Excellent. And thanks for going first.
Thank you.
All right, Jose, your turn. What's your favorite spot in your home and why?
Yes. Okay. I have some different spots in my home. If I want to be relaxed, my favorite spot is to be to be lie uh, over the couch watching the TV. But if if I I am learning English, uh, my favorite spot is to be sit in the chair at the kitchen. It is my favorite spot because I feel relaxed too, listening English on the kitchen. Now, uh,
Great,
yes,
there. That was your minute.
okay,
You can
yes,
go ahead and finish your sentence.
yes. Now I'm learning English in the kitchen, sitting in the chair using my laptop.
Great, great. All right,
Okay,
nice. You mentioned one of my favorite spots, on the couch, relaxing in front of the TV.
yes.
All right, thank you, Jose. All right, Julian, what's your favorite spot in your home?
Well, my favorite spot is the balcony because I shoot the blaze in this place alone, or in some case with some friends, and it's so quiet, and I have a great view of of the town, and in some cases I sit in a chair, and I have a table outside in this balcony, and I start to read different my favorite books, or sometimes I study there because the fresh air entry by the balcony and took my face, and feel so cool, and feel like a freedom, yes. And because the most the thing that I like, that I love of this place is the vision, is the yes, is the I don't say that the vision.
Great, the beach and the balcony.
Yes, how do you say that, the vision, the sea, I don't say that.
The beach?
No, no, the view, the point of view that you have in the balcony.
Oh, I guess you would just say the view. The view.
Okay, the view
Yeah.
of balcony. Okay,
Yeah, the view from the balcony.
the view from the balcony. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. I would love to have a balcony. That sounds like a great spot. Oh, and one note, shoot the breeze. Um, don't shoot the breeze alone. We would never do that
No,
alone. So that's
it's
always
some
with friends.
yes. At sometimes I am alone, and sometimes with a friend.
Great, great, great. But with that idiom, we wouldn't ever use it alone. We would only use
Okay.
it with friends there. Otherwise, we'd say killing time.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd probably say I spend time or I kill time on the balcony.
Okay.
Very nice. All
Thank you.
right, great, thank you. So, Rodrigo, it is your turn. You have 1 minute, and the goal is to fill up the whole minute answering this question. What's your favorite spot in your home?
Okay, it's a little hard to answer for me because my home is actually a little small, and I have a 4 month babe, so it's difficult to have privacy at home, for example. But my favorite place maybe is the kitchen, for example, because we can make the food, and to be with the family is important as well. So I think it's difficult for me actually. My flat has just 50 meters square, so it's difficult to have privacy and a time by myself, I can say.
All right, great, and that was 1 minute. Great, yeah, that's when I saw this question, that's what I thought right away too. My home is very, very small. There aren't really any spots in it, so maybe the whole apartment can count as a spot for you and me. Um, great, but nice answer, and thank you. Let's hear from Ana Carolina. What's your favorite spot in your home?
Okay. Teacher, my house has a pool. You know, it has a lot of nice places. But I am such a dork because my favorite place is an isolated uh, table made of glass where I have my computer on it, and I have a nice view because there is a small winter garden in front of it. But it's not the best place in my house. It's the most isolated. I am such a dork. I enjoy uh, using my computer, going on surfing online, going on my social networks and studying English instead of sunbathing, getting some rays. Oh my gosh.
Very nice. There's nothing wrong with that. I often prefer being a little bit isolated or spending time on my computer. Um, so we're dorks. All right, nice job. And Edson, your turn. What's your favorite spot in your home?
My favorite spot is in a place near the television when I have my computer. On this place, I can watch TV. For example, I watch some films, and I prefer the television to watch films than rather than my computer because the screen of my television is bigger and the quality of the audio is better as well. And I use my computer to study and to talk to use the internet to talk in to speak in English on website bilingual website and I talk to my friends on Facebook and talk to my family as well on Facebook. it's a great place because it's a pretty cold because I like cold, and I have my air conditioner. When it's hot, I turn on my conditioner and I freeze in in this place, inside
Nice.
this place.
Nice. It sounds like a perfect little place to get away and get some work done or spend some time on the computer. Great, nice description. Thank you, Edson. And we have had one person join us. Hello, Gemma. Oops, there you
Hello.
go. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good too, thanks. Where are you from?
I'm from Syria.
Cool, very cool. Interesting. Well, so this class, you had the chance to hear a few people before you. But basically, you have 1 minute to respond to the question. And the goal is it's a fluency builder. So the goal is to speak for the entire minute.
Oops. For 1 minute.
So yeah, just 1 minute. It's not long, but it's your turn. So what is your favorite spot in your home?
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite spot in home is where I am now. It's the kitchen. I like to sit in the kitchen. I don't know how to cook, but I like to eat. So I enjoy eating good meals. Actually, that's why I'm here in the kitchen. I do a lot of work here. I do all my job here in the kitchen. I'm a web and graphic designer. Um, that's it. And I have to speak all the minute, right?
That's the idea.
It's over, right?
Yeah. No, you have 20 seconds left. Maybe tell us about the food you like to eat in the kitchen and who cooks it for you.
Well, my mom cooks a very good meals, very delicious ones. I don't know how to cook actually. I'm sorry for that, but I like to eat what my mom cooks. So my favorite is spaghetti.
All right. Great, excellent, and your time is up. Very good. Nice. Yes, I love to have my mom cook for me too. It's always better than my own attempts.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, nice job. Okay, everyone.
Thank you.
So we have time for one more question. Let's go to the next one. Let's pick a really good one for our last one. Oh, this one. Okay, so this question, what's more important, comfort or style? So is it more important to be comfortable or to be stylish? And this is regarding the home. So we're not thinking about our clothes, but more like our furniture, style in the home. So you might talk about furniture or decorations, anything like that. And this is going to probably be a lot of present tense, simple present, for things that are always true or opinions. And a good place for descriptive vocabulary again. Jose, it's your turn to go first. So what's more important to you, comfort or style?
To me, it's more important comfort because I spent a lot of hours working and I don't have too much time to clean the house. If you have a lot of furniture, a lot of things in your house, a lot of pictures hanging on the walls and things like that, you have to clean all of all of these things in your house, now I don't have so much time. I prefer to be comfortable. I think is the is more important to me to be comfortable. That the style is not so important to me.
Great, great, and well said. Definitely easy to fill up a minute. Good explanation on your opinion. All right, thank you. Julian, you're up next. What's more important in your home, comfort or style?
If I have to choose, I choose comfort because um, when you have comfort, you have a peace in your life, and you maybe go you have a relax time in this place. When you feel uncomfortable in some place, you can't enjoy the activities that you do in these places, and maybe you lost great moments with other people because you don't have comfort in this place. Maybe the style will be important for the other people, but yeah, I trade the comfort by style because with you have a style, maybe uh, get a style. It's more expensive, and maybe um, you sacrifice when you try to get a style, you sacrifice the comfort. And
Great. Great. Sorry, that was a minute, and that
okay.
was just a really great closing sentence there.
Okay.
When you look for style, sometimes you sacrifice comfort.
Yeah. Okay.
Well said. I agree with you. At least
Yeah.
when it comes to homes, especially.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Rodrigo, how about you? What's more important, comfort or style?
Certainly, for me, it's much more important the comfort than style, because it makes me feel better. For example, as I said, my apartment is very small, but I have a very comfortable apartment to be with my family, and it's much more important than style, for instance. Style is important as well, but I think it's not so important to sacrifice the comfort, for example, as the other colleague said. So I think comfort is a priority in our lives, and I try to make all the things to have much comfort at home mainly, and at work as well, because we have to feel well, to feel fine, and comfort is primordial.
Great, great, yeah. Home and work both are places where if you're not comfortable, you can't enjoy or be productive or the things you're supposed to do. Great, well said. Thank you, Rodrigo. Ana
Thank
Carolina, how about you? Comfort or style?
It seems that we are on the same page here. Everyone thinks the same, and I couldn't agree more. I would never sacrifice my comfort, you know. I believe that style is important. Of course, we wanna have a beautiful house to show off, but I don't wanna to sound sappy, but home is the place where your heart is, where you feel comfortable, at easy. So of course it's much more important than everything else. Um, once um, I wanted to buy a hammock, and my husband told me, ah, it doesn't go, no, it doesn't go well here. And I answered, who cares? I love hammocks, so I I hung up two hammocks on in my Porsche. Ah, teacher, I've been making a lot of mistakes now.
No, no, that was great. And especially you used a lot of idioms there related to the home.
Thank you to you,
That were
teacher.
all correct. And nice preposition in your porch.
In my porch, yes, sorry.
Good, good. No, no, that's what you said. First you said on, and then you corrected yourself.
Yes, I was making mistakes and they were downing on me.
As you're speaking. That's a good stage that you're at a really high level when you recognize mistakes before you're done speaking. Great, but don't ever let it stop you from speaking. Very nice job. Well said. And I think good example, the hammocks of comfort over style. Okay, let's hear from Edson. Edson, comfort or style, and why?
In my opinion, it's more important comfort. If you pay attention, your bed, for example, you need to have a very good sleeping night because you need to get more energy for the following day for you to do your activities, and as well your sofa, because sofa is I like sofa. I like comfort. I like to be comfortable with in the sofa because I like to watch TV and I use my computer above me to talk to and to work as well. And if I'm not feeling comfortable with in sofa, it's terrible because I can't do nothing. I can watch no I cannot watch TV and not using the computer as well. That's it.
Great, and that was exactly 1 minute. Very nice. Perfectly timed. Great, yeah, that is important, especially the bedroom, right, where we sleep. If we're not comfortable, we can't sleep. All right, very nice. Hector, your turn. Comfort or style, and why?
Okay. Definitely, I prefer comfort. I also like style, and I think if I could do, I improve both of them. But if I have to choose, I go for comfort. Yeah, absolutely. But for me, comfort is not talking about furniture when I am at home. Of course, I like to have a nice bed to sleep well, as my classmate said. But when I think about comfort, I think about to have a lot of light. For example, in my room, in the kitchen, I always try to get a lot of light, and I also like to be with the right temperature at home and things like that. Things like music as well. For me, this is comfort, and of course, if I have to share a flat, people who I live with, that's really important as well. For me, that makes me feel better and comfortable.
Oh, great. Excellent. Interesting. Good point. People you live with can add to the comfort of a home in a very different way. Very nice. And last question goes to Gemma, or last answer goes to Gemma. Same question. What's more important, comfort or style?
Actually, when it comes to why do I have to choose between comfort or style? I can combine both of them. I can make my comfort place a stylish one. It doesn't necessary to be comfort and unstylish. I can make my bed both comfort with a very comfort linens and all that with a stylish one as well. That also applies on my workplace. My work as a graphic designer, needs to be both stylish to reflect my work, my style of work, and comfort to be creative and uh, flow my ideas on the computer. So my choice would be not comfort or style, but both of them.
Great. That was exactly 1 minute. Very nice. And I like your solution. Why not have both? And most of the time we can, I think. So great. Very nice. Well said. And with that, we're going to stop. We're at the end of the hour. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed class.
Okay.
And if you enjoyed this class, there will be more in the future. You can keep an eye on my Burbling profile page.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Stefan.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you.
Bye.